And we're live. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope your weekend was restful and fun. If you're just joining me this week, if you're new to these sessions, my name is Tara. I'm a mindfulness meditation teacher, and I'm also participating in Dry January. And I'll just give some updates on how it's going. On Friday, I talked about drinking to have fun and how often I'm worried that my night will be dull or boring without a glass of wine or two. And my weekend was actually quite nice. It was quiet, but it was relaxing. And since we're saving so much money on wine, we actually ordered out for dinner twice over the weekend on Friday and Saturday. My husband and my kids and I also went out for coffee together on Saturday and Sunday mornings. We picked up groceries together, so we had some nice time together. I also went to a yoga class early Saturday morning, and my head felt nice and clear, and I felt strong. It was nice not to deal with a headache throughout the practice. I did end up hurting my back a little bit on Saturday evening. I pulled a tendon, and then I didn't sleep very well that night because I couldn't get comfortable. But I did recover very quickly from that on Sunday and slept great last night. I slept 8.5 hours last night, which again is new for me, especially in middle age. And I'm not getting as many cravings as I used to. They just seem to be naturally going away. And I'm just not really thinking about it quite as much anymore. I am starting to think about what my drinking will look like after February. And I'm thinking that I'll only drink on special occasions, perhaps social gatherings, holidays, vacations, parties, get-togethers, things like that. I don't usually have a hard time stopping at 2 drinks. A bigger challenge for me is sticking to planned off nights. So when I'm in the middle of a busy week, a lot of times I'm like, I have this bottle of wine sitting on my bar. It's looking really good right now. After a stressful day, especially on a cold evening, it's hard not to pour myself a glass of red wine. But if I do think too far ahead into the future, I start to get anxious. And that's typical. That's something I've learned in my mindfulness studies. Worrying too much about the future can lead to anxiety. So I'm mostly trying to focus on the here and now. And as I mentioned last week, that gives me the space to question any cravings or challenging thoughts that arise. And so far, that's helped me work past them pretty quickly. So again, these 20-minute meditations involve the RAIN process, recognizing any difficult feelings and cravings that are present, allowing them to be present without judgment, investigating the thoughts and feelings surrounding them, and nurturing the vulnerable parts of ourselves affected by these cravings. And this is all meant to normalize any cravings or difficult feelings that may arise as we go dry or cut back, whatever your goal is, while keeping those cravings or difficult feelings from running over us or derailing us from our intentions. So before we get started, I have one quick announcement. I understand that many people are blacking out the Meta platforms next week, including Facebook. And if you are, please remember that these live sessions occur on YouTube as well at the same times. I'm doing the live sessions simultaneously on both platforms. So the link to my YouTube playlist where you'll find upcoming events too. So live sessions that I haven't done yet, that's all included on this live event pinned to my profile. So you can click on the link to my YouTube channel there, and that'll take you directly to the RAIN and Dryuary list. And from that list, you can click on upcoming sessions. Okay, and with that in mind, why don't we get started? So at this point, I invite you to find a comfortable position that will allow you to feel comfortable yet alert for the next 20 minutes. You can sit upright like I'm doing in a chair here with my arms rested on the armrest, or you can rest your hands in your lap, or you can sit on the floor on a cushion, or you're welcome to lie down. Just kind of tune in to what your body wants at this point and go ahead and get comfortable. And as you start to settle in, just draw your attention to your breath. And you can go ahead and close your eyes or lower your gaze, resting it on a focal point a few feet in front of you. And do your best to relax any obvious areas of physical tension as you tune into the breath. Breathing deeply into your belly for 3, 2, 1. Holding for 2, 1. And out for 4 from your belly, 3. In your chest, 2, 1. Good. Breathing in again for 3, 2, 1. Holding for 2, 1. And out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. One more time in. 3, 2, 1. Hold for 2, 1. And out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And now just allow your breath to be natural. When you find your mind wandering, you can always return your attention to the breath, which is always with you, as a home base, recognizing this breath. And this one. If the breath is not a good anchor for you, you might zoom in on another sensation, such as where your body makes contact with the earth. Sound can also serve as a great home base. You might draw your attention to the soft noises around you, perhaps the hum of the heater, the ebb and flow of nature sounds or traffic outside your window, the start and stop of voices in another room. With a peaceful, curious attention, feel the sensations of your chosen anchor moment to moment. where is your attention? Each time you notice that your mind has drifted is a moment of mindfulness. Gently bring your attention back to the breath or your chosen anchor, offering a relaxed, wakeful presence. And now take a scan of your body, starting with the crown of your head and working your way down your scalp, relaxing your hairline, your forehead and temples. Softening your eyebrows, eyelids, corners of your eyes. The nose, cheekbones, jaw, the corners of your mouth, even your tongue and gums. The base of your skull, down the back of your neck and front of your neck. Kindly softening any tense areas. Move your attention down the shoulders, the upper back, and chest. Down the arms, hands, fingers, and down the torso and lower back. Into the pelvis. Relax any tight spots. You can move your attention down your legs, the thighs, the knees, calves, ankles, feet, toes, the soles of your feet. Just relax what you can. And finally, draw your attention to where your body makes contact with your seat or the earth. Here you might let out a sigh and imagine melting downward as the whole body breathes. Allow the earth or your seat to hold you like a parent cradles their baby. Now call to mind your intention for this month. Whether it's to stop drinking altogether, to only drink on certain days, or to reduce the number of drinks you have within a given time period, or to manage another habit altogether, one that doesn't serve you. Just visualize that intention as clearly as possible. What does your intention mean to you right now and to your plans for this evening? As you become aware of your intention, draw your focus to any challenging feelings that may arise in response. Whether you sense some resistance, doubt, or anxiety, or a craving, just take a moment to be aware of those feelings. What sensations are you most aware of? What thoughts or images arise? Just recognize their presence. If your thoughts are racing, or if you're not sensing much at all, you can recognize that too, without judgment. Just be aware of whatever is most dominant, perhaps the overall tone. Good. Now allow this dominant feeling to just be there. Pause for a moment and accept its presence. You might mentally whisper yes or welcome. If you find yourself saying no to the experience, you can say yes to that feeling of resistance too. Whatever is here, this belongs. This too. You are simply observing its presence. Mindfulness has room for all of it. Now zoom in on one challenging thought or feeling. Again, whatever is most prominent, and approach it with curiosity, as if you're meeting it for the first time. If you could personify this feeling, what would it look like? How old are they? How are they dressed? Hand them a microphone and let them speak to you. What does their voice sound like? What do they believe? What stories do they tell you? What do they think will happen if you don't overindulge tonight? Now draw your attention back to your breath, breathing naturally, and take another quick scan of your body. Where do you feel this emotion or thought? How does it feel? You might name any physical sensations associated with it, such as tightness, throbbing, burning, heaviness. And now ask this emotion or thought, what do you need? How does it want you to be with it? You might place your hand on your heart or wherever your body is affected, feeling the warmth and reassurance from your palm. You may imagine pulling that personified feeling onto your lap and embracing them. Or you might call on the presence of someone you consider deeply loving and understanding, such as a grandparent, parent, pet, or child. They could be living or deceased, or a spiritual figure. And feel their compassion flowing into you, supporting you. And now you might offer yourself some reassurance, It's okay. I'm here. I'm with you. We are capable. Discover what it feels like when you bring an unconditionally loving heart to the parts of you that are uncertain, hurting, or vulnerable. Now, to finish out our practice, call to mind one success you've had since you started this journey. It doesn't have to be a big one, just something that you can give yourself some credit for. Imagine holding a picture of that success and proudly showing it to this vulnerable part of yourself. Now envision a big gold sun above you, bathing you in its bright, warm rays. And just rest here in possibility for a minute. As you move forward with your evening, just keep this image, this reassurance in mind. When you're ready, draw your attention back to your contact with the earth, the sounds around you, and your breath. If your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and open them, taking in the sights in your peripheral vision first, and then moving your focus in front of you. If it feels good, you may stretch. And if you were lying down, just take your time getting up, returning slowly to an upright posture. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I wish you a wonderful evening and a wonderful week. I'll be on again on Tuesday. I'll be on again tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and again on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and again 5 p.m. Pacific. and on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific. You're welcome to listen to the recordings whenever you want, but as you move forward over the next couple of days, try to keep this exercise in mind. If you feel a craving arise, just pause for a moment, tune into your breath or another anchor that we've practiced. Continue to recognize any cravings or difficult feelings that you have, and just try to accept them as natural and allow them to be there without judging yourself for them. You're human. They belong. They happen. And you might nurture yourself by offering yourself some loving kindness statements or visualizations like we did in the meditation. And just remind yourself of any successes you've had so far. Let them serve as a reminder that you are capable. Okay, thank you again for joining me. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please like my page or subscribe to follow my page on Facebook, or you can subscribe to my YouTube page or both. And if you have any questions or concerns, you're welcome to drop me a message or make a comment, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thank you. Have a good night.